Okay, so I am beside myself right now because I have done something truly amazing with all the stuff that I have here. I put the tower back in place. I needed to come up with something to scan documents, and this is it. I call it smoked glass. I think it was used on a previous table somewhere else. All that was left was this piece of glass, and I brought it back. And it used to lay flat on the desk here, and I think it was under the shelves at the time, or the scanner tower when it was full of scanners. And I believe, well, I took it off the desk, cleared the whole desk off, wiped down the plate glass, and put it under the desk, and went back to work. And I have been doing many things. Came up with another plastic drawer tub set, and those are handy. I just separate things and put them in drawers where I can find them for later. And there are plenty. Uh, there's one way over there with the other PC project and two monitors. Uh, Found a roll around shelf that was repaired. It's got wheels on it. And yeah, I don't have a laundry basket, so I just put what little there is in front of the washer dryer closet there. I also brought in a fan, little box fan that runs and circulates the air. It's also got a 20-inch HEPA filter on the back, and it's not attached. The fan is holding the filter to the fan, and it circulates and cleans the air at the same time. Paid money for the new fan. The filter I got for free. Imagine that. I found that darn thing. But anyways, put this together for the reason to, photograph copies. And can also put projects right here. And at the same rate, I can see those and do videos at the same time. And if I decide to do so, I can put the phone up here, provided the scanners are back on the shelf, and voila. I can actually see, wow, potentially see 4 scanners at one time now. And the neat thing is, sorry, don't mind the flashing light there. Let's temporarily put this here because I've got more things. I don't know if you can see them. I've got these little paper clips. Oh, there goes that phone right there. Just turn the screen off, lock the screen. And I've got those clips. Originally, I had just put that piece of foam strip there to hold the phone up, and it would kind of topple off sometimes. And I could put the other phone right down here below, just like this, and I can run 2 on the same display at the same time for varying reasons. I can watch a video or watch radar at the same time. That I might take photos or video capture of the scanners and whatnot. Don't mind this mess. Just in the middle of projects, probably use this cork board to back the cubby holes where the transceivers are, kind of hold it into place. It doesn't necessarily have to have the backing. It would be nice. It would be more sturdy if it were, and that's kind of the idea. And it kind of works. If I wanted to double side it, I could set the cubby holes over here where the computer is. That way the radios face this way, that way, and then the cork is on the other side over there. So I could pin up on the back side facing the door and radios on this side. Just an idea. I don't have to do it that way, but that's just something else I came up with quickly. So the concept is when these go back in, they go back in their corresponding places, and they'll all be battery powered. I could potentially have 6 of these powered at one time off of batteries, and I've got enough battery packs now to run the entire tower, I think, off batteries, LiPo batteries, I think, for days, as long as I want. So I think it's advantageous as far as that goes. Put all the scanners back in their places, and I'm having to safely distribute everything here. I don't want to, in the order that they're stacked, I don't want to drop anything because the 2036 is next. And it was originally on the shelf because it needed service. Yeah, that'll fit right there just like that. Oh, I almost toppled the video phone right off of the dadgum mount. But anyways, as you could see, I could potentially capture 2 different frequencies at the same time on one shelf and then just transition back over to here when I'm done and see the projects below, you know. I know it's a little dark. That's because the smoky glass, and that's just the nature of that beast. But what the heck, it works. And I can adjust the lamps on the left to provide a little more light. But, you know, if it works, it ain't stupid. Until it doesn't work, then it's stupid, I guess. Is that how it works? I don't know. But at any rate, I don't have to run these, I want to call them big scanners off of the shore power. I call them big scanners because they have those, well, the 2006s have the big transformers inside to convert the power from AC to DC. And they're kind of heavy. And the 2001 is even heavier. All for the same reason. This happens to have big transformers inside. And I think, not just because the big transformers in the 2006s, but the big transformers that plug into the wall warts that plug into the wall for these 2052s and the 2036, they consume a lot of power. So the presumption is to take these off the shore power and put them on battery power instead, and maybe save on the electric bill just a little bit. Who knows? And here's the back side of a 2052, and on the back side there is a, I don't know if you can see it, probably not. It's right next to that aftermarket switch. You see the it says 12 volts, so I'm pretty sure that's what that is. And this is from a donor. Appreciate that very much. It looks like it's kind of modified for the remote, it says. I think it's got something to do with the software driven. You can put it on the computer and pretty much deactivates the face. But the computer runs off the radio with the software, which is, I think, pre-software defined cool stuff. And I want to do that one day, which is the reason why I'm keeping these old Windows XPs. But pretty easy transition. Oh yeah, these little clips, I use them everywhere, and they come in with my documentation. I'll collect instructions and manuals and frequencies and stuff, and they come clipped together, and those are clipped together. There's like probably 200 pages in that pack, if you can see it right there next to that. Well, that's where I put the legal pad that I just had on the desk, and there's probably 200. Anyways, big clips. And I also use the clips to not only hold the coax into place, but I hang my microphones as well, right off the same clip. If it's holding coax, it's holding the microphones. And the same thing, I hang my keys, but off the same clip, it's clipping that antenna in place temporarily. So, yeah, neat stuff. There's the cubbies, and those cork boards are actually exactly the same size, a little smaller, and they'll fit in those backings back there. There's actually 3 that are present. They're kind of hard to tell because they're the same color as the cubbies that originally came with it, and then it's missing 3. But with the cork boards, I can go in there and cover all those up, tack them in. It'll be all the more stronger, I think. But lots of stuff is going on. Projects continuously coming in and being done over and over again. Now that shelf's kind of empty, and repurpose back over here. for just in case. One day, who knows? Who knows what the next project will bring in? Well, I know what's coming in actually. There's quite a few projects and things get moved around. Some stuff gets put aside and replaced with others. I've still got that big monitor behind me to disassemble and try to get all these back on battery power again. I could tentatively. I used to have one right here in the center. I think it was this one. Maybe it was that one on the shelf on the right. One of these 2052s. The LED quit. I think it's this one here where the LEDs have been replaced, and it's a bright red color now as opposed to the original amber that comes with it. But I use it nonetheless. These LCD screens kind of fail, and regardless, it's like using the old crystal scanners. You can't see the frequency on the display. You just see a lit lamp. Well, if you have a dead LCD like the 2053 up there, but you have a backlit display, but no LCD display, you kind of have to guess what or remember what's in there. And normally I keep a whole list of what's already in there anyways. It's just written down, or it's a PDF of something. And for that particular set, it's business itinerant frequencies that are normally programmed into Motorola portables, maybe mobiles, maybe temporary repeaters. So I kind of know what's in there. It's also the same. It's cloned to the Pro 93, which has a decent display, but recently the LCD display on that one's kind of fade in and out, it disappear completely. But lately it's starting to come back, and it'll stay there for a while. It might go away and come back, go away and come back. So I guess that display's starting to go too. So again, having an idea what's already in there and not ever changing the programming or the memories themselves, it's not that difficult to keep up with, because rarely somebody rolls through here and uses one of those itinerant frequencies to communicate with whoever else is in their party. So it's relatively easy to keep up with its limited use. These other ones, the 2006s, they have a faded luminescent strip. I don't care. Same thing with the other ones. I'll just take the flashlight, and if it's really that necessary, I really want to know what's going on, I'll just light it up and say, hey, okay, I can read that now. I can read that. It's not a big deal. Not to me. And well, like anything else, I don't have to have any tripods now, because I have stuff that just, literally just falls in my lap. I just pick it up and put it to use. It's just like this bookend I'm using for a camera tripod right now. I was just looking around. I made sure I have all my bookends, because sometimes they support radios, sometimes they support the smart devices, and the radios basically, because if you clip them on there, they have a less tendency of falling off, because I'll put some kind of weight back there on the back, like that extra battery pack. I got a dead pack, but still, it literally is a paperweight, and it's doing its job. It's now repurposed as a weight. Same thing with the HTs. Just slide them on top of the bookend there. It's metal. It kind of doubles as maybe a ground plane. They're only plastic clips. Really, the only metal clips I have are on the 202s. So I don't know, static ground maybe, and it kind of helps, I think. And at the same rate, you don't accidentally just knock them off the shelf. It's right there on the bookend. It's kind of handy, I think. So counted off all 5 of them again. I got them 5 in a stack. That's just the number that happened to be that way. And that's what I use them for. Just various different things. Just throwing things together. Just whatever comes my way. If it works, it works until it doesn't. And move on to the next project, or just set it aside and fix it later. Sometimes I can figure it out. Sometimes I can't. So just doing the best with what I can of what I have. And it's working so far. You've seen the limited stretch I have and what I can and can't do with these things. So it's really the whole idea. You could probably find any of this stuff if you're interested on eBay. Radio Shack's my thing. Your thing may be something else. You may be in a brand new Baofangs. If that's your thing, that's what makes you happy, that's what you want to use, you can do it. You can do this yourself. Something goes wrong, you can figure it out. And if it's not a dead battery pack or broken case or falls apart, if it's something different like, oh, I don't know, an antenna issue or coax issue, you just simply swap things out as you can or as you can find them. Find something that actually works or improves the signal reception or transmission. You just never know. Sometimes all it takes is either a higher antenna or an outdoor antenna, away from the noise or away from the metal shielding. If your building has got a metal roof or metal siding, yeah, it helps to have that antenna outside. So stuff that any regular amateur or scanner operator can do. It's something you have to learn anyways. You're going to pick it up and figure it out, find your way around it, and make it all work. And sometimes the stuff comes to you. Sometimes it comes to you in pieces, and you put it together yourself and make it work. So kind of giddy about this. I think it's going to work well, and it'll probably help me quickly bring these short-lived, I was going to say frequencies. They're really transmissions. Probably be a little bit able to more quickly capture these transmissions. Again, it's not the content. It's just capturing the signal and watching it work. Mainly watching this old stuff work. A lot of fun when it was brand new, and it's just as fun now as old as it is. So you can do it. I've done it. I'm going to continue to do it and have fun. All right. My name's William, call sign K4ERX, and you're watching the American Radio X-Ray. Hope you're having a happy Labor Day, enjoying yourself. We'll catch you next time.